what's up? Check out this blunt and honest review from the Jock and Nerd Podcast. That's us. My name is Imran.
My name's Anthony.
He's the jock.
He's the nerd.
And he's the rug boy.
What's up, guys?
Jock and Nerd. All right, fellas, let's get to this week's movie review. We will be looking at the latest film from Darren Aronofsky called Caught Stealing. Here's your spoiler alerts.
Strap yourselves in, you fucks. Spoiler time.
On the Rotten Tomatoes, Caught Stealing currently sitting at 85% tomato meter and 85% audience popcorn meter. It's an 85-85 split right here. The budget for this little movie.
The way you said that.
Woo.
85 split.
85-85 split. Even Steven. $40 million is what they're saying they spent
$40 million
on this movie. Yeah, a little bit higher than you would think, but there's some stars in here. Now, this is Labor Day weekend, so we will be talking about this 4-day Labor Day box office. To let you know where this thing came in, I'm going to give you the top 5. Starting at number 1, Weapons regains the top spot, opening at number 1 again.
Wow.
After K-pop Demon Hunters knocked it out last weekend. It has currently made $234 million worldwide in week 4. Again, this movie cost $38 million. They made
$200 million. Wow.
Huge fucking hit. Number 2, you would think, there were some new releases. It's got to come in number 2. Number 2, the Jaws 50th anniversary release beating out studio new releases.
Wow.
With $9.8 million over the 4 days. So, and they just did a re-release like a few years ago. But it's fucking Jaws, man. People, it's timeless. Caught Stealing comes in at number 3, making about $9.5 million on 4 day. And then Freakier Friday, number 4. And number 5 was The Roses, also new. It's a remake of War of the Roses, Benedict Cumberbatch and Olivia Colman. $8 million, number 5. So, very sluggish Labor Day this year. I believe last year it was Deadpool and Wolverine came out around this time. No? No? What was last year's Labor Day? It was definitely better than this. When did Deadpool and Wolverine come out?
That was like Comic-Con weekend last year. I remember that video.
Oh, that was in July.
Here.
What was the big Labor Day movie?
This is part of the show we make shit up, people.
I was just seeing if anybody's paying attention. So that's my little check.
2024 Labor Day. What's it saying here? Reagan? I don't know how that is.
Yeah, maybe
the Ronald Reagan picture.
Yeah, the movie that made the most money is Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, so that was still
Alien Romulus was 2, but yeah, okay. Nothing super noteworthy.
Well, the bigger picture of all the trades are writing the story about this. The May to Labor Day ticket sales, their big summer season. It's wrapped up now. We're on Labor Day. It barely matched last year's $3.67 billion. They were hoping, they're usually used to $4 billion summer box office. May Labor Day does not get to $4 billion. Comes in even actually a tiny bit under last year's $3.67 billion. So in 2023 summer, they did get $4 billion. So I don't know. Maybe next summer will be better. But this summer, despite that run of movies and all these different genres and fun movies we reviewed, it's surprising that they don't hit the $4 billion with several superhero movies and other fun movies, sci-fi, racing, F1. It's doing really good. So, people have been trained to wait at home, I guess, and we'll see if they'll ever come back to the movies. Back to Caught Stealing, produced and directed by Darren Aronofsky, from a screenplay written by Charlie Houston that is based on his book of the same name. So Charlie Houston wrote the book, and this is his first screenplay also, I found out. Charlie Houston. The movie stars Austin Butler, Regina King, Zoe Kravitz, Matt Smith, Liev Schreiber, Vincent D'Onofrio, Benito Martinez Ocasio, you know Benito as Bad Bunny, Griffin Dunn, and Carol Kane. Anthony.
Yes.
Tell us what happens in this R-rated, what was it, like an hour 40 something, hour 47, Caught Stealing.
Yeah, this is a set in 1998, late 90s New York. and a former baseball player played by Austin Butler named Hank is a bartender, has a life, has a girl that he's seeing, and is asked to watch his neighbors, played by Matt Smith, watch his neighbor's cat in the overall apartment. And while watching his neighbor's apartment, he gets caught up in some shit that his neighbor was into, with all these different crime factions visiting the place. And by getting caught up in all this stuff, because he happens to be watching his neighbor's cat, he gets enveloped into all the things that his neighbor has gotten himself in trouble for. And now his life is spiraling out of control because he's being chased by all these different gangsters.
Yeah, I also forgot to mention Tonic, who plays Bud the cat. He's also listed.
Yep.
In the movie. All right, Anthony. Well, let's start with you. Opening thoughts. What do you think? Caught stealing.
Yeah, Caught Stealing. I've seen a ton of trailers for this because I've been in the movie theaters a lot.
So many times.
I intended on seeing it, although the movie I really wanted to see this weekend instead was Splitsville. So I'm glad you actually forced us to watch this.
Nice.
I had a good time with it.
Okay.
I thought it was a really fun movie. I haven't seen a ton of Darren Aronofsky stuff, but he doesn't typically do these types of films. This felt very late 90s, early 2000s. The movie I thought of right away was Guy Ritchie's Snatch.
Oh, sure.
Like that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Where all these different characters and things kind of unravel, and there's twists and turns, and it's your basic like wrong place, wrong time type movie where this guy is caught in this situation, and he's now involved in this like crime thriller where he's being chased by multiple factions. I had a really good time with it. You can tell when you said 40 million, I actually wasn't super surprised.
Yeah.
Because you can tell just the way it's filmed and the camera work and the locations and the actors, like they put some money into this. And this is the type of film where probably like late 90s, early 2000s, this probably would have been released midsummer and been like a big movie.
Yeah.
And you don't get these types of movies released in the theaters too often anymore. Yeah. But I love them. I thought it was great. I thought Austin Butler was really good in it as the lead character. I like that he looks like a lead, but he's not like this ass kicker.
Yeah.
Like he's just caught in this situation and he's kind of figuring it out, and he's acting the way anyone else would act. I liked the way they're the writing with the way he tie his backstory into the ending. I liked all the side characters. I loved Vincent D'Onofrio and Liv Schreiber playing Hasidic Jews. Like I thought that was awesome. There's so many like parts of the movie where things happen and I'm going, oh, whoa, like that's another twist. Oh shit, I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Zoe Kravitz is a little bit underutilized, in my opinion, but overall, I thought it was a really fun film, a good time in the theater.
Okay.
And like a good throwback to the types of movies we would get, maybe 20 years ago with these types of thrillers.
All right, Bruggs, how did this movie hit you?
Well, I missed the beginning because
you son of a
I tried to time it because I hate watching fucking Nicole Kidman tell me that it's great to be at AMC theaters.
I know that. I'm
here.
Why are you telling me to come here? I'm already here.
You blew it. So I tried to time it so I could just miss it and just walk in as the movie was starting.
Yeah.
And I missed it by a little bit. So I started the movie right when he's walking home or right when Zoe Kravitz puts her boobs up against the glass.
Oh, that's close to the beginning. You didn't really miss much.
So I don't know if I missed anything, but this reminds me of a lot of movies that came out after Tarantino broke big. It reminds me of True Romance a little bit. It reminds me of some other movies like Killing Zoe or Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead. Or there's a bunch of movies that are kind of Tarantino adjacent films that are about like people getting into shit way more into the criminal world and different characters that are like quirky and whatever.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I thought I did think that the writing was a little bit weird where like if this guy could have gotten out of the situation very easily.
Yeah.
If he wanted to, and he just kept making things worse for himself, which I guess maybe is a flaw of his character. But I was able to have a lot of fun with it. I enjoyed some of the shots. Aronofsky wasn't really he was playing it kind of safe here and there, but like every once in a while, like one of my favorite shots is when he's going down the fire escape and the way that like the camera moves with him.
Yeah.
And when he's running around when he's
being chased by the Hebrews.
There's a bunch of great shots there.
Yeah. The chase scene was great. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a little bit of Aronofsky's great cinematography in there. I think overall everybody performed well and it was fun. It was fine.
All right. Yeah. I had a good time, and really this movie is right up my wheelhouse for several reasons. The setting.
Right up your wheelhouse? You mean right in your wheelhouse or right up your alley?
Right up my asshole, in my alley. It's up my ass and around the left. It's up the ass around the corner.
Up my wheelhouse.
Right up my alley's wheelhouse. Does the wheelhouse have an alley? It's somewhere in the alley wheelhouse.
All right, now you're killing the joke. Go ahead.
Right. Okay. Like, first of all, the setting, 1998 New York. I was in the Village in the late 90s in New York. I found it very authentic.
Yeah. Did it feel, that was what I actually thought of I thought of you guys when they said it was 98 New York.
It felt like the bar stuff that seemed very authentic New York dive bar. Like, I've been to bars like that. I used to hang out at bars just like that. That felt authentic.
Absolutely.
Right.
Sure.
The setting, him running by Kim's Video, the Village. And I thought the performances was great. Austin Butler does carry this movie, and he does prove that he could be a lead when not just Elvis, and he can actually carry a movie. It reminded me of True Romance, a little bit of a Nora. I know he was influenced by Scorsese's After Hours and Big Lebowski, but yeah, the stories where a guy just gets caught in a bad situation. There's weird characters. He's got to get himself out. Shocking deaths and twists. And now this is where I have some issues with the tone, because there's comedy, but it's just tonally all over the place a little bit.
Stop it.
It is a little bit, because there's like crazy deaths and it's surprisingly tame. Like, Aronofsky made a mainstream movie. I find that very interesting. All his movies, I'd like his early movies. I loved Aronofsky as a director, but they always have religious themes or heavy messages. And maybe he just wanted to fucking make a straight up mainstream kind of crime caper. Which he does, but it's a letter to like 90s New York, and I loved all that. Matt Smith is great. The Hasidic Jews are great characters. Like, the characters are great. But I don't know. I felt it was a little like, even though it was only an hour 47, I felt like it dragged a little bit. I felt like maybe the flashbacks slowed it down a little bit. I don't know. I've seen.
Is this the one? Is this like your?
I've seen better versions of this genre. Is all I'm saying.
Is this like when you took your stand against, what was that film?
Kingsman,
where you were like, this is the movie where I'm not going to be Happy Imran.
It's
and I'm going to take a stand against this movie.
It was lacking something to me.
Can I interject here? Because I want to help Imran out a little bit.
Oh, shit.
Aronofsky is a better director than this movie is.
Yeah.
So it's not his best movie, number one.
I think the screenplay.
Number two,
he's clearly taking this as like a fun project.
Yes. Number two, it's not the best kind of these movies. There's better ones, like True Romance being one of them. All right. So yeah, it's like it's good, but it's not great. It serves its purpose. It's entertaining and it's fine. I don't think that anybody going into this movie wanting to see a little crime, kerfuffle, is going to be mad at it. Everyone's going to like it. But if you look at the context of Aronofsky as a director and the fact that there's been better crime movies that have a little bit more punch than this, I still think it's good. I still think it's pretty good.
It's good. It's good. I just felt like it could have been tightened up.
Because you want to know why? I think it's because maybe for me anyway.
Yeah.
The 90s were such a way more crazier time than this even leads it to be. Like the characters were colorful, but nowhere near as outspoken or just crazy in how they would act. And like in the 90s, there was no internet. You could say whatever you want and no one would ever, whatever. Like you could act like an asshole. It was like the asshole time. So it's the best time. Yeah. And so like they didn't really capture that. Like, I think that's when you watch a Tarantino movie made in the 90s of its time, there's no holds barred. They're just going in crazy conversations about crazy shit. So I missed a little of that, but maybe he wasn't trying to do that. I heard that this book was very influenced by Tarantino.
Ah, interesting.
So I don't know. So I mean, like, yes, I could see where you might have been a little bit let down by the movie. I could see that.
Yeah, I don't see that at all. I think this movie, you see the trailers, you see that this movie is is a crime thriller.
Yeah.
You get a crime thriller. You get a well-made crime thriller. You get a guy, Darren Aronofsky, who's doing something outside of his wheelhouse.
Yeah.
And he's just making a fun film. And it's a fun time in the movie theater. I don't think it deserves. I don't think it's like this deep introspection on like what he normally does or anything like that. I think it's
not saying anything, movie. But it doesn't need to, right? Because that's no, I get that.
His main inspiration for this movie, which is something I'll talk about later, is After Hours by Scorsese. Yeah. Same type of shit.
Yeah.
It's just a fun New York movie.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get that. Look, the character Hank Henry goes through some crazy shit, right? And it is a ride, but like it could have been a tighter, more dynamic roller coaster ride. It's an hour 40, but there's a moment in this movie after Russ dies on the train. Henry has the cat, has the key, knows where the money is. He can just leave. I'm like, all right, what's the move now? Like it kind of slows all the momentum. The momentum should have just kept building and building and kind of getting crazy. I don't know. I think there's parts that kind of slow it down, but the flashbacks make sense when you get to the end.
Right.
And like this man, everyone he knows dies. He loses a fucking kidney. His girlfriend is like tragically, shockingly killed. But then there's like, I don't know. I don't know. But then there's humor.
What are you saying? You don't like the movie?
It's just, it was uneven. I do like it. I do like it. I just a little uneven. And like Rugg said,
I'm surprised. I thought this would be right in your wheelhouse.
It should have been. That's what I'm saying. It should be. But I've seen better versions of this genre.
I would take a movie like this any day than over a lot of the shit that I've seen this year.
Yeah. Well, I think this is, I think you, to harp on like why I think this is a fun movie.
Yeah.
Like you have Austin Butler.
Yeah.
Who is not doing like a type, like a role where he's like playing some sort of like over the top character. He's just playing a dude in New York.
Yeah.
So you have, but he like flexes in this where he's like at times he's really sympathetic. He's a good looking guy. You get caught up on the ride with him. You could point out maybe he could have like ended this a couple times, but you're just caught up in the moment with him. And then every time something bad happens to him, you're like, holy shit, fuck. Like you want him to like punch these guys in the fucking face. So then by the end of the movie, when he like turns, like the whole thing here is he's running from conflict. He keeps running from the things that are haunting him. Right. So by the end of the movie, it comes all full circle and he's able to confront those things by fucking redoing the thing that caused all this trauma to kill the two people that killed the love of his life.
To get him out of all this and free him.
But yeah, I had a lot of fun. What questions do you have?
Favorite parts? Who are some of the standout characters' favorite parts?
I mean, the two when the part where they're like the two Hasidic Jews
are like the Druckers.
When they flush them out and then like at the house with the wife or with the girl.
Booby. Yeah.
And they're like eating the fucking food and they're like, you have to eat it, you'll offend her. And she's like all like kind of obsessed with him.
Yeah.
I thought all that stuff was kind of cute. Maybe you thought that's where it slowed down. No, I enjoyed it.
I was waiting for that scene. Like D'Onofrio just slurping the fucking soup the whole time was hilarious. And I loved like just them being violent and like just the scene, the visual of these two Hasidic Jews with guns shooting up a fucking wedding.
What was that even about though? Did that do anything? What was that? Just to flush them out?
It was Shabbos. So that led to
which part?
The dinner scene.
No, them shooting up the restaurant.
They went in.
There was a wedding going on.
Yeah. Because he told them Detective Roman had the key and she was waiting for him in there.
So they just did that to flush her out to kill her.
They went in there to get the key from her, which she didn't have because he was kind of getting them to kill each other.
Right.
He's like, I'll tell you where the money is if you kill Roman for me. She has the key, but
they didn't kill her either.
No, she runs out and he sees her, right? And then they sees them run
went in the wrong direction,
way, and he chases.
And then they end
up
killing her after he confronts her.
Yes,
after he sticks a piece of wood in her foot.
Yeah, he stabs her,
but he knocks out Microbe. Now I thought that was going to be a way bigger fight because I love MVP for me is Microbe.
Microbe, the Russian with the red mark on his face.
Microbe. I forgot his name, but you're right. He's the
MVP. He's the standout character. Game. Yeah, he is the best lines.
The best line is when Dwayne's at the door and he just goes, "Fuck off, Dwayne." To his neighbor.
Dwayne is great.
Dwayne, he's like, the
whole Dwayne thing, like this fucking meek motherfucker. Everybody's scared of him calling the cops. No one just goes and kills this guy.
Because I'm not a manager. I build websites. It's kind of fun.
It's so insane, like when you think about it.
It kind of is. But it is like typical New York shit, right? That's why it reminded me of Honora, like crazy shit like this you would see.
Microbe is a good point because Microbe reminds me of a lot of like the 90s, 2000s, or late 90s, those villains where you always had one guy that was like off his rock.
Just over the top, yeah.
And that's Microbe in this movie. I do wish, that's a good point, Ruggs. That fight scene, I wish he would have killed him.
Yeah. And he doesn't take his gun.
No.
He's got that big gun and like he's hanging out. I'm like, take the gun, you motherfucker. And he got a baseball bat because he's a baseball player, I guess. He's got to do it that way.
He's got to use the bat. It's thematic.
It'd be cool if he picked it up and then he's like, fuck it. And he picks up the baseball bat. But he just doesn't even do that. I would like to have some kind of a moment like that. But I enjoyed it. I didn't think it was great. I thought it was solid though. It was very solid. It did what it needed to do. I wanted it to be like, I wanted to walk out like after I saw Pulp Fiction, after I saw, all these other movies, what's the True Romance?
True Romance.
Yeah.
I mean, I was quoting that movie every day and I still do it to this day.
Yeah.
So there's some things like the Microbe said that are great. And
he's constantly singing and just being over the top. No, there are elements of this movie that are a lot of fun. I just felt it could have been a little bit.
Were you guys better. So there's a lot of twists in this movie.
Yes,
hinges on a lot of twists, right? Not twists. Twist isn't the right word, but things in the plot where you go, oh shit, that just happened, right? So like the first one was his girlfriend's played by Zoe Kravitz getting killed.
I was not expecting that.
I was just going to ask, did you guys expect that to happen?
No.
And the fact that first he thinks Colorado did it. And
I thought there was going to be a homage to True Romance where she was going to kill somebody, because in every movie now girls kick ass, right? And they don't take shit from anybody. So I was going to be like, it's going to be a Patricia Arquette moment where she kills one of these, like Microbe or something with the heel of her shoe or something. But that didn't happen.
Well, I thought that's where the movie for me, I went, I'm locked in.
Yeah.
Like I'm in.
You're like, shit.
Because I didn't expect it, but I felt two feelings. One, I was locked in. Two, I was like, oh shit, Zoe Kravitz is just in this movie for just a little bit. Yeah. They didn't need they could have done something else. But that's the first twist where I went, okay, I'm fully on board now. Like you've got me, because now I don't know what to expect.
And then the way they kept deflecting, like who did it, right? You kind of think Colorado did it because he mentions it. And then Russ says it was Roman. Did you see how she held the gun up? Mm-hmm. And then it's great at the very end. The Hasids
talk about it.
The Hasids have the gun lighter, her gun lighter, and then they actually reveal it was fucking them, which makes him drive into the girder. So
okay, second reveal.
Yes,
Roman. Did you see that coming? Regina King being a corrupt cop.
You know what? I should have seen that coming. I didn't see that shit coming either.
Really?
No.
That one, I think I felt like I saw kind of that one coming.
Because she takes him to the diner and she's talking about the black and white cookie. And then she's like, I'm waiting for backup. And at that point, I was like, uh-oh. And then, the Russians in Colorado walk in.
That part, I was like, if I'm following what Darren's cooking here, which is a late 90s, 2000s crime thriller.
Corrupt cops.
You got to have a cop where they're corrupt. Yeah. And it makes no fucking sense how they're caught up in this crime.
Well, but that's why it got a little like convoluted for me. I was like, wait a minute. She's in it with these guys, and Russ was holding their money and he was their banker, but she owed the Russian guy. But that's why the Hebrews are after her and him. I was like, okay. It was
a good throw off, because you wouldn't think that they would make Regina King a bad guy.
Right. Yeah, right.
They wouldn't cast her to be someone that's a heel. Right. So, It did work.
Then the next surprising kill to me.
One thing, and then you'll go to that surprise. Yeah. One more comment on that. I was like, you got to have the cop that's corrupt, or it doesn't make sense. And then the rest of the movie, the cop doesn't have their cop day job anymore. They're just the crime person.
What happened?
And none of the cops are like, hey, how come you're not at your job anymore?
Yeah. Where is Detective Roman? Anybody seen her? No, she's just out fucking picking up.
She's just gangbanging now, or whatever she's doing.
So then the next crazy twist was after that, they take Hank to the bar because he thinks he left the key with Paul at his drunken bender. Fun fact, Paul, played by Griffin Dunn, who plays the lead, Paul, in After Hours. That's the same guy. It's kind of crazy. So when so this becomes the little Tarantino, a little Mexican standoff. Amtrak, that was Action Bronson also. Great cameo by Action Bronson. Amtrak, Paul's buddy, gets killed by Colorado, and then he's about to shoot Paul, and then fucking Detective Roman just shoots fucking Colorado then. I was like, oh shit. So you get all these fucking shocking, twisty deaths, one right after another.
Plus you get Griffin Dunn then looking into a safe and pulling out a shotgun.
That was a great scene. You knew there was a fucking...
I knew that he was going to do that the whole time.
They figured out that he does not have the key, and he goes, oh, I do have it in the safe. And I'm like, oh. So what's funny is there was things that I didn't see coming, and then half of the shit was like really predictable. It's kind of weird. That's why I think it's uneven.
What did you think of the fact that he loses the key, but he loses the key because he got drunk on his no kidney body and then took off his pants and gave it to a homeless person?
The right away, I was like, it's in the fucking pants. Like, I had that feeling right away, and I was like, that homeless dude probably has
I knew the key was in the pants the whole time. Yeah.
I mean, I like that he's friends with the homeless guy, right? So he took care of the key for him.
What does he call? What does the homeless guy call him?
Henry. Harry. He calls him Harry. Yeah. He's like, Harry, you're a good guy, Harry.
I loved that because similar to Chris from Peacemaker texting a girl drunk.
Yeah.
There's been at least a few times in my life where I've gotten fucking drunk.
Yes.
Woke up the next day. I'm like, where the fuck did I put my phone or my keys?
Yo, one night,
night I saw that happen with you. I was in the same room.
Yes. No. I got a story. My wife and I, many years ago, we would go out to bars. We both went out and we both had our like computer laptops and we got super fucking drunk and somehow made it home. And the next day I go to look for it was the work computer and like her laptop. And I'm like, well, it's not fucking here. And I go in my car. I'm like, we had to park on the street. I'm like, it's not fucking here. I was like, baby, I think somebody stole our fucking laptops. So I had to tell work. Work had to file a police report saying we lost this property. Then late afternoon, I got a phone call from the last bar we were at. And they go, I think we have your laptops here. You left them in the bar. And I was
How did they get your number?
I had business cards in my laptop and they called my office phone. And I was like, son of a bitch. I was so fucking drunk. I did not remember taking him there and leaving him there. So yeah, that happens. But he has quite a fucking bender when
I got a story like that too, just real quick.
Okay.
I also one night got real drunk. I drove, didn't drive home.
Yeah.
Drove and parked my car.
Okay.
I got so drunk that I forgot where I parked my car.
Oh no.
And so I couldn't find my car or whatever. I it's stolen. Someone stole my car. Called in the police. Say someone stole my car. Hours later, we get a call. Hey, your car's here. And you parked it in a tow spot.
Oh shit.
The only reason we didn't tow it is because you reported it stolen. So it's right here. And they were like, someone probably stole it and parked it right here. And I was like, that's exactly what happened. Someone stole it. Was it
was it near where you lived?
It was near where my buddy lived. So I literally parked and then went to his place to heang out. Got so blackout drunk that I thought I parked my car right outside of his place.
Oh God. And he parked it in a tow spot sober?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a good story. I like that one.
Wow.
And what's funny is, had you not reported it stolen, you would have had to deal with the impound lot and pay money. You got away with it.
Exactly.
You got fucking away with it.
I got away with it because the cops were like, oh, you must it's stolen.
And
that would never work out for me like that. Sorry.
That's hilarious.
I would have the worst version of that happen to me.
The guy that stole it must have left it there. I don't know.
They're like, this guy that stole it. Yeah. I heard you, Ruggs. That probably, with your luck, that's not how that goes. The cop was like, oh, this guy's an idiot.
Version of that. I would have been arrested for stealing my own car. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
That's what they would say. That's so funny.
All I have to say is I vibe with the guy getting drunk.
You ever puke?
Where the fuck he put his shit?
You ever puke on your front door though?
When the last time I puked
myself, but never puked myself.
The last time I puked on my front door, I was 18 years old.
Yeah.
Have you ever drank without a kidney?
Oh God, no. He was not supposed to drink, and that's probably why he got even more fucked up. Mm-hmm. And the girlfriend even comes to help him, and he fucking gets her mad by being an asshole. Let's talk about Matt Smith, because Russ is a fantastic character. I really enjoyed Matt Smith in every scene.
His dad was really sick.
His dad was really sick and died, and he had to go, and he forgot that he was supposed to split up this $4 million.
Okay, yeah, let's just recap that for the people.
Yeah.
So the whole thing is Matt Smith's character asks, out of nowhere, asks Hank to watch his house watch his apartment and his cat. Yeah. And because he's disappeared, all these different crime syndicates are coming by like, where's our fucking money? He's gone. And the reason they're doing that is because Matt Smith's character left without telling anybody, because his dad legitimately was sick, so he had to go to England to take care of his dad, but he forgot to tell everybody, and now he's like, oh, fuck, I just fucked everything up by doing it. So it literally could have just been like, which is I find amusing, the story could have just been solved if he would have just thought ahead and been like, hey,
yes, I'm going to London,
involved in crime. Yes. No, I'm going to go see my dad. I should just give these people a call.
I should probably give them a heads up. I'm holding all their money.
So they don't try to kill me when I get back.
When the guys go to his neighbors, just don't say anything.
Yeah,
just don't say fucking anything.
That's true. Yeah, he literally doesn't have to stick his nose in any of that business.
Yeah, no, and he tells them,
he could have been like the guy across the hall who fucking doesn't want to be involved in anything.
Dwayne
was fine hiding behind the door the whole time.
Yeah, nobody bothered him.
Yeah.
So no, you're right.
I don't know why
he doesn't have to do that.
Why they would trust Russ as his banker? I don't know why.
He's got a mohawk.
I guess
he got a cool mohawk.
Yeah. He is punk rock. I love the little bits of 90s, like he's using the cell phone, and then when he calls his mom, Russ is like, don't use up my minutes. Remember that? You have to have minutes and shit. But that's another thing I related to was Russ calling his mom every day. I was like, oh, what a good boy. He's a good son.
Why does he call his mom every day?
I call my mom every day. Why? Just because.
Well, they also have a connection because they talk sports baseball. And they talk about the Giants.
Yeah, so we tie in a whole baseball. He played baseball in high school, ended up in this accident, does not drive since the accident, I guess.
Right.
And now he's got to own up to killing his best friend. But man, so many people die. His girlfriend, fucking Paul, Amtrak, Colorado, Roman, the Russians, the Hebrews. Everybody fucking dies in this movie. It's kind of crazy.
Well, you know, the Giants who he's talking about, the wild card, I vividly remember that because that was a year in baseball where the Giants and the Mets were also in competition with the Cubs for the wild card, and the Cubs played the Giants that year to get to the playoffs. So I had a personal connection to what he was talking about.
Wow.
But also, I think one of the other things I like about it, and it's not the best of these, but it's a crime thriller. It's a wrong place, wrong time, but it's also a New York movie. And
absolutely.
I've been to New York a couple times, obviously not in the 90s like you guys, but I enjoy New York. So it's fun seeing, New York in the 90s.
I mean, he put the World Trade Center back in the fucking skyline.
Yeah, they make a point of showing you that as like an establishing shot to start the movie.
I thought the setting was fantastic, and they really did. It's like a love letter to them.
You experienced it. It seems it's crazier than what this movie showed, right?
I mean, or
Imran?
I had fucking nights like that.
That was like a weekly occurrence for you, right?
Yeah, that's just like a Tuesday.
But running from fucking different...
meeting crazy people, and one thing goes to another. I don't know about the gang thing.
You mentioned earlier, Ruggs, that this movie actually didn't go as hard on what it was like in New York.
I mean, the only way I could describe it to you is that if you were in Alphabet City, which is the East Village all the way at the end, and you went to a bar, you were going to run into some fucking unique ass people. You were going to see some people that look like they just fucking came from some fucking other planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not only that, but they were vocal as fuck and drunk as fuck. And you were just hearing the most crazy outlandish shit you could hear. People just being uninhibited, uncensored, unapologetic about what they're saying. And it was a fucking good time. Everybody laughed. No one was fucking taking anything seriously. Everyone was having a fucking great time. And, there was like debauchery going on. There was people falling on the streets, puking on the streets, and doing drugs everywhere.
This movie needed more people offering to sell you cocaine.
Yeah, there's people constantly
like all the time.
Where is this movie? Where would you say he is?
They're in Alphabet City. The whole place.
The whole city.
Yeah, they're in Alphabet City.
They shot it on location, I believe.
Which is like the eastern part of the village going up to the Bowery area, I think. So, yeah.
Was that a tough place to be in New York, or was that fine in late 90s?
No, it was sketchy. For now, it's like all like gentrified. But,
sure.
I mean, a lot of it is gentrified. But now it was the sketchy place. That's where you went to go find drugs. That's where you went to go find a punk rock bar. Or
but Giuliani was cleaning it up. Don't they mention Giuliani?
What was the one that we used to go to on that? It was 1A.
Well, maybe
was it Bar 1A? I think it was called that.
Were you out there, Imran?
I was
in Alphabet City.
I mean, I was more in the village. Remember where we went to on Bleecker Street, and then I hung out East Village more, St. Mark's area, St. Mark's Bar. But
we were in Avenue A.
We would go to the East Village,
like Jaffa Cafe, all those places.
That place
I mean, we weren't when we were hanging out in the city. I think you were in that area.
Yeah.
You were kind of. I think where you stayed was near Alphabet City, or kind of like bordering it.
Yes, it was just east of us where we stayed, I believe.
Right.
Interesting.
But yeah, I mean, it brought back some memories. Stuff I can remember not being drunk.
Were you guys, here's the next question, because you guys have seen way more Darren Aronofsky films than I have. Were you surprised that he did a film like this?
I was a little bit. Yeah. I mean,
when you watched it, were you like, oh, it's literally just this?
Yeah, I thought, I was like, wow, he didn't have anything to say with this, really. That's interesting. I almost forgot it was Aronofsky because it was kind of so mainstreamy. Look, I haven't seen all his movies, but I love Pi, which was his first full-length feature. He followed that by Requiem for a Dream. Fucking fantastic.
That's Rugboy's favorite movie of all time,
It's
I heard.
fucking disturbing. I mean, that is a movie that by the end of it, you're just shaking and you're just like, oh my God, I feel dirty. What the fuck? But he goes on to do The Fountain, The Wrestler, Black Swan, Noah, Mother, The Whale, which I haven't seen a lot of those. I need to watch.
I think I like The Wrestler a lot.
Yeah.
I do like Black Swan, even though it's a fucking wacky ass movie. And Requiem for a Dream is a major fucking movie. But
this is the most like traditional, like just straightforward movie he's ever made, and maybe he just felt like he needed to do that. You know,
I think Noah is his worst movie.
Yeah, I've heard some people like that movie,
and I think I think Noah is his worst movie by far. Mother, I haven't seen yet.
Mother, a lot of people don't like for some reason, but that's why I want to watch it. He's divisive.
The Whale I haven't seen, but it got great.
Yeah.
It got great response.
Oscar.
I can't remember if we did it on the main show or on Patreon, but if it was the main show, I believe it was. This is the second Darren Aronofsky film we've ever done.
No.
What's the first one?
We have it.
Yes, we have. Can you guys guess the movie the other Darren Aronofsky film we've done on the podcast?
It has to be The Whale.
It was The Fountain, wasn't it?
Fountain, yes.
Because somebody wanted it. That's a weird ass movie. That is that weird ass movie with Hugh Jackman. Yes.
Yeah.
I kind of like that movie a little bit.
I barely remember it.
That movie, I did not fuck with that movie. That movie was out there.
Yeah.
This is our, if we're doing Jock and Nerd history, second Darren Aronofsky film. And the first one being The Fountain, which is such an odd choice for.
And it's not
that's not his best movie either. That's one of his.
I would you should watch Pi, dude. Pi is great. Requiem's great. I need to watch some of the other ones.
The Wrestler would be the one I'd watch first.
Yeah. I think you'd like that. That one has it all. Is it Marissa Tomei naked? Isn't that one?
She is.
Yeah.
Mickey Rourke, right? Yeah.
Mickey Rourke. You like wrestling? It's a great movie.
I want to watch Requiem for a Dream, but everyone I tell that says that I've seen that movie goes, oh man, that's a fucked up movie.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
All right.
But all these movies, like, they make you feel something. They kind of take a stance. They have something to say, except this one is just like, I just want to make a fucking 90s crime love letter. It's fine, I guess. It's fine.
Yeah.
So,
it's interesting. Yeah. I found it to be interesting that he did this movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it really literally was what you see in the trailer is what it is.
It just goes to show that if you just make a fun movie, it's just a fun movie. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's just a fun film. It takes place in the 90s. It was nice to see that New York back. You know, it's nostalgic to us anyway.
So how it ends real quick, just to wrap this up, after, he tricks the Hasids to killing Roman, he reveals he had the key the whole time. It was wrapped in the paw of the cat who got kicked by the Russians. That cat, by the way, is fantastic. He saw everything. He's a biter. Remember. So he's like, okay, I'll take you to where the money is. Except it is now Shabbos. They had the Seder dinner, and he mentions to Bubba, like, how are you going to drive? He goes, well, let Hank drive. And they let Henry drive because they can't drive because it's Shabbos. So he's driving. He pulls out the gun lighter. They kind of confess they did kill fucking his girlfriend, and it all comes back to him, his crash, and he speeds up and he drives into a girder, slams into the girder, just like his accident, sending the guy in the front seat, Liv Schreiber, through the window. And then Vincent D'Onofrio has a great line as he's dying where he goes, we shouldn't have let the guy drive, and then just dies. And then you see Hank posing as Russ with a mohawk and an accent.
Did that work? He's dead.
At the airport.
I guess I don't know.
What, Russ?
Oh, yeah, you're right. They would have found his body on the train.
Oh, yeah, we didn't even talk about that. The fucking Russ dies on the train, leaving Shea Stadium, and he just leaves him there. And it's New York. Nobody's going to notice the dead body on the train for days, possibly. The guy, they think he's just drunk. But that was crazy. He's like, take care of my cat, just passes out. So he passes as Russ and gets through the airport and, quote unquote, retires in Tulum, where Detective Roman said she wanted to retire. Another cameo, Tenacuerta Namor playing the bartender down in Tulum.
Not only
that was him? I didn't notice that.
Not only Tenacuerta, but Laura Dern playing his mom.
Yes. So you notice he orders a club soda. He's not drinking. And then he calls his mom. He's like, Mom, I'll send you a package of half of everything I have. And it's Laura Dern. And she opens up can you send $2 million in the fucking mail? Nobody's going to fuck with it.
98. Probably.
I guess in 98, it would have been fine.
Oh, yeah. There's no problem.
So he's sitting on $2 million in Tulum, and she's sitting on $2 million, wherever she had. And I think the greatest disgrace of this movie is that they never used the Jane's Addiction song, Caught Stealing. Back to Jane's Addiction. Alien Earth knows to use it. You have a fucking Jane's Addiction song called Caught Stealing, not once. And it was like, came out in that time. In the fucking 90s. Not once do you fucking run it? Come on.
A little on the nose, Imran.
No, why?
I don't think Caught Stealing is a great name. I don't think Caught Stealing is a great name for a movie, by the way.
It's a good song.
What would you have gone with the title?
I don't know, but I just
the title sucks because I couldn't remember what this movie was called for a long time.
Yeah, it was hard to remember.
It was very generic. Even though I saw the trailer like 40 times, I was like, the fuck is that movie called?
You mentioned Matt Smith's character. What's his name? Russ dying.
Yeah.
I did enjoy the whole bit leading up to that where he's just got a headache and he can't drive really well and all that because I mean he gets baseball headed in the head.
Yes.
Baseball batted into the head. And I go, wait, they're just gonna let that thing like that's just gonna be a thing where he can just walk away from that? Like you're out. You might be a cracked skull dead.
Yeah, he has a concussion for sure. He's got a big welt on his head, it gets bigger.
Yeah,
I'm like, he definitely has a concussion.
I'm glad that he dies because then I'm like, okay, fine.
But did he die from that or like did he get shot? Or I guess he died from the head wound. I wasn't sure why he died.
I think he hit his head again.
The brain had just hemorrhaged so much that he didn't realize that what he did was going to kill him. It just did over time.
Right.
Man. I would have called the movie Slugger. There you go.
Slugger. Oh, I mean, it's a baseball reference. Also, Caught Stealing. I get it, but.
I like Slugger.
Right. Slugger's good. Sluggers. All right. Final thoughts. Let's give this one a number there, Anthony.
I definitely like this more than you guys. I had a great time in the theater. It was a pretty crowded theater. Just fun action movie, fun thriller, satisfying ending, twists and turns. Yeah, the plot is the way it is, and you could definitely write yourself out of it really quickly by just being logical. But I had a great time with it, and it inspired me to watch another movie later on that we'll talk about. So overall, fun stuff. Not earth shattering or anything. I hope this movie makes money. I doubt it will, given the fact that it had a higher budget and has been released at the end of the summer.
Yeah,
but hopefully it makes money because these are the type. I like seeing variety in the movie theater. I felt like this summer, just thinking right back over the summer, I've seen a lot of different kinds of movies this summer. So I'm hoping this does well because it's always good to get a bunch of different kinds of movies over the summer. So overall, I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10.
All right. Rugs.
7.5. I thought it was good. Solid, fun. I can recommend it. If you want to watch a movie like this, you enjoy these types of movies, I think you should check it out.
I'm going to go with a 7. It's has some fun times. There's some plot holes. Could be tightened up a little. Whatever. But it is fun, and this run of movies, like just on the show alone since January, I think we've reviewed since January, 60 new film releases already. And I think, Anthony, you've seen more than that.
Oh,
so
yeah.
You've seen those 16 and then more. So closing out this summer, this run of movies, it's been a fun variety.
I've seen 25 new movies.
Oh, shit. So, yeah.
From
nice.
This year,
yeah.
Least, yeah.
But 60 new movies already this year for us. So it's been fun watching all these movies.
And quite a variety.
Yeah. All different stuff, which is why I'm surprised the box office couldn't hit $4 billion in the summer. It's kind of crazy. We'll see. Maybe next year will be better.